Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another Wild Eye movie review. And this movie that I watched is London Horror Story. Came out in 2016. Here's a couple of plots that people wrote. One's by that Christopher. An anthology of 3 bone-chilling tales presented by a babysitter to a little boy and his teddy bear. And then written by Tubi. A beautifully sinister young writer introduced his collection of bone-chilling tales hemmed by the UK's most terrifying horror filmmakers. The anthology includes 3 chilling tales told by a babysitter to a young boy and his teddy bear before he falls asleep. Now, I couldn't find a trailer for this one, so I'm sorry. And it didn't even really have much on here. The director was Dan Brownlee, and was written by Susie Loran and Dan. We got Emily Booth as the angry woman, Louis Russo as child, Lauren Bushby. I don't know what the character is there. Usually they have someone under it. David Davies was Bastian. Sophia, see, there's no name. Okay, see, they don't even have all the characters' name on here. So, yeah, really not that much information on this movie or trailer. And I tried searching different ways to find a trailer for it. Eleanor James was Sarah. Ashley Knight is Belle. Emma Locke is Cassandra. Susie Lorraine. Oh, so the writer also plays the babysitter in it. That's new. I didn't know that. Simon Matthews as Steve. Michael Morgan Guy as Mike. Kate Soulsby as Dizzy. Danny Thompson as Miss Wrightson. Dimitri Turnin as Alan, and Hannah Wilder as Amelia. Since it's an anthology, usually I don't talk too much about each of the segments because I don't want to spoil it. As always, there's good acting and bad acting. You know, it's always 50-50. But, you know, I appreciate these movies and the writers and directors that want to get these movies out and have accomplished something. Kudos to them. So, yeah, like it said, the babysitter is telling a few different stories to this kid, and he makes her tell 3 different ones because he's telling her that Teddy is angry if he doesn't get a story before bedtime. The first story is about a man and wife, and they're having some relationship problems. She's like kind of pissed off that he's spending all his time with his secretary, and he's suspicious of her, and so, you know, they're kind of going at it in the beginning. And that night, when she's coming home, he gets a phone call saying, don't let me in. I'm outside, but no matter what, don't let me in. And he's all confused. He doesn't understand why she's saying, don't let me in. And on our end, he doesn't see it, but we see like we don't see her full face, but it looks like her face is sort of bloody. And she's saying, don't do it. And he's like trying to talk to her, smooth things out. And then also his wife is knocking at the door as you see her. So you don't know what's going on, if maybe there's a creature, a demon, if it's all in his mind. I won't say what, but his wife is knocking on the door trying to get in. And there's a little killer twist to that. I won't tell you what happens, but it's just really weird how he's confused, trying to figure out what's going on and thinking someone's out there with her. So that's the first story. The second one, another weird one that you have to watch. This I can't really tell you about, but this photographer, in his mind, you hear him thinking, well, first it's his voice, that he should ask this one model out, and he's like, you know, a wussy for not asking her out and everything. And then you hear the voice later on again, and it almost sounded kind of deep and demonic, you know, like, oh, and like telling him to kill. So, you know, again, it's in his mind, but there might be a creature or something supernatural involved with it. That's really weird. You'll just have to see. I could tell you, but again, I don't want to ruin it. That ends up, you know, being the death to these models that he ends up, or it ends up killing. The last story is about this girl. It's I believe it's Halloween night, and she's closing the bar, and her friend brings a couple of these girls over, and supposedly the bar's haunted as well. And while they're drinking, having a good time, one of them gets a text saying, gets a text from the girl who works there. I think it was Sarah. No, Sarah, I think, was in the model story. Maybe it was Ashley Knight who was in the bar one. Well, whoever it was either Sarah or Belle at the bar. From her phone, gets a text to her friend's number saying, "There's a killer, get out." And she's like very funny, thinking it's a joke. And she was like, "I don't even have my phone." And then the phone rings, and it's her calling, and they think it's another friend, like, imitating her, because one took off to the bathroom, so, think that it could be her, but she doesn't have her phone with her, so they're kind of freaked out about that. And then they're, of course, being stalked one by one by a killer, and this necklace supposedly that belonged to the ghost or whoever was killed centuries ago in that location. I'll just say there's like a little Harry Potter when Hermione was traveling through time, so there's a little of that going on with the necklace, and there's a groundhog twist repeating and time travel. So there's a little twist of that, which of course I won't ruin, just check it out. But so yeah, you got your creatures in this, your psychos, and some time travel and some supernatural stuff going on. Some good kill scenes in it. Lots of, Wild I can't go wrong with blood and gore. You gotta love it. So that's it. If you've seen it, let me know down in the comments below what you thought. Any other movies, like I said, you want me to review? I have some in mind. Let me know as well. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time.